Okay, so you know that feeling, right? Like when you just dream of ditching that 9 to 5
Hmm.
and just building something on your own. I mean, a home-based business that really like gives you some control
Yeah.
and dare I say passive income.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been chasing that dream for a while,
Right.
and today we're going into something that I have personally explored.
Okay.
That might just be the answer.
Right.
So building a business through Amazon KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing.
Hmm.
And I got to tell you, my experience with the 7-figure Amazon KDP playbook has been a game changer.
Interesting.
For those of you out there, if the idea of creating like a $10,000 a month Amazon book business
Wow.
without writing a single word, I mean, if that excites you as much as it did me,
Yeah.
you need to check out kindleriches.com
Okay.
or click the link in the description for some special discounted pricing.
Right.
Seriously, if you're looking to build a home-based business, this is worth a look.
It's certainly a compelling proposition for many people out there. That desire to create income streams that aren't tied to traditional employment is stronger than ever.
Yeah.
And it's natural, I think, for people listening to wonder, do these systems truly deliver on their promises?
Right.
So let's delve into the realities of building a business in this way today.
Absolutely, because like many of you out there, I've tried other side hustles,
Yeah.
right? And they often promise that flexibility
Of course.
and that income.
Right.
But they end up being just a ton of extra work
Mm.
for very little return.
Yeah.
So that's why I approached the 7-figure Amazon KDP playbook with a healthy dose of skepticism.
Sure.
Now, you always got to be a little bit skeptical.
Right.
But the core promise,
Yeah.
a significant monthly income from Amazon books without actually writing them.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounded almost too good to be true.
Right.
But I got to be honest with you, what I found has been incredibly encouraging, and I'm excited to share why. And again, if you're already intrigued, head over to kindleriches.com
Okay.
for that special pricing.
All right.
We'll get into that in a little bit.
It's always wise to be cautious.
Yeah.
I mean, any system promising easy riches deserves careful examination.
Yeah.
So let's start with the fundamental challenges
Okay.
I think many aspiring entrepreneurs face
Yeah.
when trying to build a home-based business. What problems does this playbook aim to solve?
It really speaks to those core frustrations that so many of us share.
Yeah.
The long hours, the feeling of being stuck in that paycheck to paycheck cycle, and that yearning for real financial freedom
Right.
that doesn't demand that constant hustle. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Right.
The playbook acknowledges these pain points directly.
Okay.
And that's one of the reasons it resonated with me.
Mhm.
It understands that we're looking for a way out of that traditional work model.
That resonates with a lot of people. That allure of passive income is powerful.
Yeah.
Because it offers that potential to reclaim your time
Yeah.
and achieve greater financial security.
Yeah.
However, that journey to creating truly passive income often involve significant upfront effort
Right.
and strategic planning.
That's exactly right. And that's where the playbook's approach feels different.
Okay.
So it contrasts what it calls the old way
Right.
of trying to generate passive income,
Mm-hmm.
spending months writing a book with no guarantee of sales,
Right.
or getting lost in the complexities of e-commerce models
Yeah.
that require constant management.
Sure.
So the old way, as they put it, often leads to wasted time and, frankly, disappointment.
The time investment in traditional methods like writing a book can be substantial.
Yeah.
And the uncertainty of market reception adds another layer of risk.
Right.
Similarly, complex business models can have steep learning curves
Yeah.
and require ongoing effort
Sure.
in areas like customer service and inventory management.
I mean, think about drop shipping. You're constantly dealing with customer service issues,
Right.
inventory issues.
absolutely.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
But the new way, the Amazon KDP no writing method,
Okay.
that's outlined in this playbook,
Right.
promises a faster and more straightforward path to consistent monthly royalties.
Yeah.
Now, the no writing aspect was, for me, the biggest draw.
Interesting.
I mean, the idea of publishing and profiting from books on Amazon without the often daunting task of writing them
yeah.
seemed like a real breakthrough.
Sure.
And if you're thinking the same thing, check out kindleriches.com.
All right.
Seriously.
So let's get into the specifics here.
Okay.
This no-writing method revolves around a proven 4-step system, according to the playbook.
Mm-hmm.
Can you walk us through that first step?
Absolutely. Step one is all about finding those profitable niches on Amazon.
All right.
Now, this isn't about guessing what might sell.
Yeah.
It's a very strategic, data-driven approach,
Right.
using Amazon's bestseller rank, or BSR.
Yeah.
So the goal is to identify book categories where there's high demand from buyers,
Okay.
but relatively less competition from other sellers.
Interesting.
The playbook talks about finding that sweet spot
Hmm.
in the BSR, typically between 20,000 and 100,000.
That BSR range suggests a healthy balance. A lower BSR indicates high sales volume,
Right,
but often higher competition.
right.
So a BSR in that 20,000 to 100,000 range might indicate a solid market
Exactly.
with less saturation,
Yeah.
offering a better opportunity for new entrants.
Exactly. And to further validate a niche, they recommend something called the 3-2-1 method.
Okay.
Now, while the specifics are detailed in the playbook, the core idea is to look at the top books in your chosen niche
Mm-hmm.
and analyze their performance to ensure there's genuine, consistent demand.
So the initial phase is all about market research,
Yeah.
but specifically within the Amazon ecosystem,
Exactly.
leveraging the platform's own data
Yeah.
to identify promising opportunities before you even think about creating a product.
That's it.
Interesting.
Now, step two
Yeah.
is where the no writing magic happens.
Okay.
Creating content without writing.
All right.
This was the part that blew me away.
Mm-hmm.
The playbook focuses on three main types of books
Okay.
that bypass traditional writing.
Right.
First, there are low-content books, like journals, planners, and activity books.
Right.
These are in high demand but don't require extensive text.
Low-content books have become a significant category on platforms like KDP.
Right.
They cater to practical needs
Mm-hmm.
and often focus on design and layout
Yeah,
rather than lengthy narratives.
exactly.
Their appeal lies in their utility
Mm.
and relatively quick production time.
Then they introduced the concept of AI-enhanced books,
Okay.
using tools like ChatGPT. Now, the idea isn't to just have AI write a whole book for you,
Right.
but to use it as a tool
Sure.
to generate content, outlines, ideas
Yeah.
that you can then refine and structure.
Makes sense.
And finally, there's public domain publishing, which involves taking classic books that are no longer protected by copyright
Mm-hmm.
and republishing them.
Right.
This allows you to offer valuable content without original authorship.
So these three approaches offer distinct pathways to creating books without traditional writing.
Yeah.
Low content leverages templates and design. AI provides content generation assistance,
Right.
and public domain repurposes existing works.
Exactly.
Each has its own set of considerations regarding quality and market appeal.
And I can speak from personal experience here.
Okay.
Using the playbook's guidance,
Yeah.
I was able to create my first low-content book incredibly quickly,
Oh,
honestly in under 2 hours,
really?
as they mentioned. They recommend user-friendly design tools like Canva,
Yeah.
and even suggest using platforms like Fiverr to find affordable professional cover designers.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's be real, a great cover is essential.
Okay.
We're attracting buyers on Amazon.
A visually appealing cover acts as the first point of contact
Right.
with potential customers.
Yeah.
In that online marketplace,
Yeah.
it needs to be eye-catching
Yeah.
and relevant to the book's content and target audience.
Yeah.
So leveraging those readily available design tools
Yeah.
and freelance services
Yeah.
can significantly speed up the production process.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So we found our profitable niche. We created our book without writing. Step 3 is all about optimizing for maximum sales.
All right.
This is where the marketing savvy comes in.
Okay.
The playbook provides formulas for crafting compelling titles and descriptions that are designed to grab attention
Right.
in Amazon search results.
Makes sense.
They even mention that using their formula can lead to a 38% increase in click-through rates,
Wow.
which is huge.
Yeah.
In the competitive online environment, effective optimization of your product listing is crucial.
Mm-hmm.
Your title and your description are key elements that influence visibility in search results and persuade potential buyers to click through and learn more. They also delve into strategic pricing to maximize profitability and a really smart 30-day launch strategy
Okay.
designed to get your book noticed by Amazon's algorithm. Plus, they provide guidance on generating ethical reviews
Right.
to help boost your book's credibility and sales. I mean, we all know how important customer reviews are
Right.
when you're deciding what to buy online.
A well-executed launch strategy can significantly impact a book's initial visibility and momentum on Amazon.
Absolutely.
And positive reviews provide social proof. and build trust, which is essential for driving sales.
Finally, step 4 is all about scaling your business to that six-figure level.
Okay.
This involves publishing multiple books in your chosen niches,
Mhm.
potentially creating book series, exploring the power of Amazon advertising,
Right.
and putting systems in place to streamline your workflow so
Yeah.
you can consistently work towards that $10,000 per month income goal.
So scaling requires a shift in mindset.
Yeah.
From a single product to managing a portfolio,
Right.
diversifying your offerings, strategically utilizing advertising,
Yeah.
and implementing efficient operational processes
Yeah.
are all key components of long-term growth and achieving significant revenue.
And I have to reiterate how positive my personal experience with this playbook has been.
Okay.
It really took the mystery out of publishing on Amazon KDP.
Mm-hmm.
The steps were clear, the resources they pointed me to were incredibly helpful, and I was genuinely impressed by how quickly I could get my first book live and start seeing some traction.
That's awesome.
It wasn't just about publishing a book, it was about understanding the why behind what makes certain types of books successful in specific niches. And if you're feeling inspired to try this for yourself and finally build that home-based business,
Yeah.
please go check out kindleriches.com. You won't regret it.
Hearing firsthand accounts of positive experiences can be very encouraging.
Yeah.
It provides real-world validation of the strategies and methods outlined in the playbook.
It does. And it's not just my experience. The playbook itself is filled with testimonials from individuals who have used the system to achieve significant results.
Mm-hmm.
People like Michael R., who hit his first $5,000 month after publishing just 7 no-content books,
Wow.
and now earns more from KDP than his previous job.
That's amazing.
Or Mark S., who is making $4,200 a month within 5 months,
Wow.
and emphasized how simple it was, even for someone who dislikes writing.
Interesting.
Jennifer R. went from 0 to over $8,700 a month in under a year.
Wow.
And there are stories of people like Michael T. who actually quit his day job.
Wow.
Sarah K., a busy mom making a great income with just a few hours of work each week.
Great.
And David M., who, like many, dislikes writing but is still earning consistently. These real-life examples really highlight that this system is designed to be accessible, even if you don't consider yourself a writer.
Testimonials can provide valuable social proof and offer relatable examples of what's possible for those considering this path. Seeing tangible results achieved by others can build confidence in the system's effectiveness.
And when you compare the before, the old way of spending countless hours writing, dealing with complicated business models, waiting ages to see any income with the after, creating books without writing, using Amazon's own data to guide you, starting with a minimal investment and having the potential for multiple income streams, I mean, the difference is truly significant.
Yeah.
The low barrier to entry, the fact that you don't need any special technical skills, and the potential for relatively quick results were major factors that convinced me to give this a serious try. You can literally get started for under $100.
A low initial investment significantly reduces the financial risk
Right.
associated with starting a new venture.
Yeah.
The accessibility in terms of required skills also broadens the potential user base for this type of business model.
So for me, what made this different was the structured step-by-step approach, the heavy reliance on Amazon's existing marketplace and data, and that very clear pathway to publishing and generating income without the traditional writing process.
Right.
It really addressed the challenges I had faced with other online business attempts. And if you're ready to explore this and potentially say goodbye to that feeling of trading your time for money now, is the perfect time to check out kindleriches.com.
It sounds as though the playbook offers a systematic framework for navigating the Amazon KDP platform and leveraging its potential for income generation, particularly for those seeking alternatives to traditional authorship.
Exactly.
Interesting.
So as we start to wrap up this deep dive into the 7-figure Amazon KDP playbook, let's quickly recap the key benefits. We've discussed the real possibility of building a passive income stream through Amazon KDP, even if you're not a writer. We looked at the well-defined 4-step system the playbook provides, from identifying profitable niches right through to scaling your business.
Right.
And I've shared my own very positive experience, along with those inspiring stories from other users who are already seeing fantastic results.
And it's worth noting that the playbook also comes with a 30-day, no questions asked money-back guarantee.
Yes.
This really minimizes the risk for anyone who's on the fence. and wants to see if this system is the right fit for their goals.
Absolutely.
It allows you to explore the materials and strategies without any long-term commitment.
It gives you that peace of mind to take action.
Right.
So I want you to really consider this. What could it mean for you to start generating income while you sleep just by implementing a proven system?
Yeah.
What kind of financial freedom, what kind of time freedom could that unlock in your life? If those questions resonate deeply, I strongly encourage you to take that first step. Visit kindleriches.com right now. That's kindleriches.com, or just click the link that's conveniently located in the description below. And you can take advantage of the special discounted pricing that's currently available. It's normally $97, but it's been reduced to just $27 for a limited time.
That significant discount makes it even more accessible for those who are serious about exploring new income opportunities and building a home-based business.
Right.
It represents a valuable chance to invest in a system that has demonstrated the potential for generating passive income.
So don't wait any longer. Head over to kindleriches.com or click that link in the description right now. Imagine the possibilities of generating income while you sleep, simply by putting a proven system into action. What kind of freedom would that ultimately unlock for you? Thanks for joining us for this deep dive, and I truly hope this has opened your eyes to a real possibility for building your own home-based business.
I'm so